Hello, kid. You look lovely.
Bienvenidos a la promoción de los estudiantes de sexto grado. Hoy, 16 de junio, 1983. Esta es la época del año cuando todos empezamos a sentir un poco de nostalgia. Pensamos en el pasado y recordamos lo que hicimos y lo que debíamos de haber hecho. Somos impacientes con el presente y anticipamos al futuro por lo que deseamos hacer. Algunos de los estudiantes de sexto grado van a compartir a ustedes sus sentimientos de la escuela Grant. Share with you their past memories at Grant School. And now Vanessa Madigan will speak. Kindergarten was my best year at Grant because the work was so easy, I guess. One problem was a kid named Anthony. Every time I'd get on the swing, he'd push me off. He also pushed me into the drinking fountain. I can also remember stepping out of the car and onto the party. I can also remember bringing towels for nap time. These are a few of my kindergarten memories. And now back to Shar.
Year here at Grant. First was different from kindergarten. I was now going to school longer, and we had a new principal, Miss Keenan. Our previous principal was Dr. Altman. I really excelled in Miss Davis' class. I think she was my best teacher, besides Miss Hardy. We did lots of things that year, really too many to remember, except for one subject, dinosaurs. We went on many field trips, too. The one I can remember is when we went to the Reuben H. Fleet Space Theaters. I was scared to death when the show started. That year was good to me, and I should remember it always. Next is Kimberly O'Hara, the second grade.
Second grade was exciting for me because it was the year my family moved to San Diego. It was also my first year at Grant. In second grade, my interest in science really started when I was assigned to Mrs. Davison's class. Her published writings about dinosaurs, scientific displays, and field trips to the tide pools increased
kind journalist, and very creative. I learned a lot from her, as so did my other classmates. That same year, I went to Argentina for a month. During that time, I wrote a letter to my best friend, Kevin Jackson, in cursive. I copied the letters from a book that Miss Davidson had given me. When I came back, I gave a big report on Argentina for my class. Throughout the year, I did many interesting things with my class. Then it came. It was getting close to the end of the year. Summer was coming, and the following year we would move on up to 4th grade. Next is Cleveland Wilson with 4th grade. I've been to Grant since kindergarten, and I've had a lot of ups and downs. My favorite year at Grant was 4th grade. My teacher was Miss Nancy Walters. She was nice and was my favorite teacher. In 4th grade, lots of the kids were new, but most returning from the previous year. We had a lot of changes in 4th grade. One was Learning Center. For the first semester, we stayed here at Grant for a science and PE learning center. At the second semester, we went to free school and had a music and art learning center. The thing I liked was that I'd already known two of the teachers. Overall, Grant isn't a bad school, and I enjoyed my years here. But it's time for changing, and I'm looking forward to moving on. Next is Shannon Urnezis.
The year I was to be in 4th grade, my mom said, "You'll like it, Grant," and I kept saying no. Well, of course, I came to Grant and was assigned to Mrs. Walters' class along with many other new students. My mom was right, and we had some fun and educational times. I remember the field trips when losing a class member. Everyone thought it was a riot except the teacher. Now that we are all maturing and leaving Grant, we owe all our teachers, our principal, Mrs. Keenan, and especially our parents a thank you. Next is Vic Shar with 5th grade.
I came to Grant School in 5th grade because I liked math and science. The first day my mother brought me to school. I didn't know what to do in class, but I knew I was going to make lots of friends because I wasn't too shy. And I did. My teacher was Miss Altman, and she was nice. I wasn't used to Grant School because I had been going to Baker. We had single classrooms instead of lost and side rooms. By the end of 5th grade, I started to like computers, and Miss Peterson helped me with them. He was nice, too. 5th grade was exciting because I was getting ready for 6th grade promotion to junior high. Thank you. Next, we have Lizzie Levine in 5th grade.
I'm Grant in 5th grade. I really enjoyed that class and the people. The whole class was fun. They were a smart and considerate group of kids, and still are. 5th grade was also a change for me, adapting to a new surrounding and establishing new friendships. Those came easily to me, not only from help with my classmates, but also the staff. Overall, Grant had a comforting atmosphere. I look back on those days and can remember some pretty embarrassing moments. Something I did last year in the 5th grade and have also done this year is call my teacher Mom, and then go ahead and refer to my mom as Mrs. Harvey. I consider that embarrassing, but I've got to admit I wasn't alone in that. That's just one embarrassing event that went on last year. I loved the 5th grade because of events that went on, my classmates, and my teacher. Mrs. Harvey was fortunately my teacher in the 5th grade. For Mrs. Harvey, it was also a new school and a new program. Getting acquainted with the students was easy for her, and I soon felt close to her. She's a very friendly person and is a great teacher. I would like to thank Mrs. Keenan for being a concerned principal and for doing a nice job in creating the magnet program. I also think my teacher, Mrs. Harvey, deserves a big thank you for being a wonderful teacher. Next is Demetrice Fagan.
I came to Grant School in the 6th grade, and I really enjoyed coming to Grant. This year I'm in Mrs. Altman's class, and she is a very nice teacher. This year I made a lot of friends, and they are very nice. This year I thought we were going to have hard work, but for me it's very easy. 6th grade has been very fun for me. Next is Katie Corser.
Having moving 6th grade, I came to Grant in 6th grade, and I was assigned to Mrs. Harvey's class for a week. Then I went in Mr. Haunted class. Finally, Mrs. Allman's class. Events I like at Grant are PE, computers, and lunch in the park. This year has been exciting and fun year for me. Now it's Wendy Winkelman.
My year as a 6th
been the leaders at this school this year. They have been the safety patrol captains, the president and secretaries of the student council. Many of them have been members of the safety patrol. They have been members of student council and have acted in leadership roles. They have assumed responsibility, and they have helped not only themselves by learning to take responsibility, but they have helped all of the students and the staff members here at Grant. And for this, boys and girls, I'd like to say thank you to you. I also feel that at this time we'd like to see when you came to Grant. And so I'm going to ask you to stand by grade levels. As I call the grade levels, they'll be standing and we'll get to see when they came to the school. Those boys and girls who came to kindergarten and have been with us all through the year. Those that came in first grade. This was a very slim year. The second graders. Those that came in third grade. Fourth grade. Fifth grade. And those that came in sixth grade. Boys and girls, I feel very comfortable and confident that the magnet has been a very good experience for you. Not only have you had the opportunity to have a different type of academic background because you've worked with specialists in certain areas, but you've also had the experience of working with several teachers during the school day, and you've also had the experience of working with boys and girls of every ethnic background. I think that this cannot help but profit you as you go on in your schooling. And on behalf of the staff and students at Grant, we all wish you well. They are trying to move in bungalows on the playground at the present moment, and we have a Maverick CUTSPA, a Civic 269 XFP, and a Datsun UZE 181 and a Volkswagen, I don't have the number, that are in the way. And as soon as the program is over, if you'll go out and move your cars, don't leave until the program. They can wait for 15 minutes, okay? At this time, the boys and girls will be singing another song.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
happy to present the Grant Flag Foundation with a check in the sum of $300 to help preserve the flag there that was on Grant's coffin.
I think the reason that we need a fund, and you need to know why, is that this is supposed to be on display. Grant died in 1885, so you realize how old it is. One of our parents did check with the Smithsonian. Ordinarily, this flag would be in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. We only have it because the granddaughter, Mrs. Hazard, made a special request that it be at this school. Mrs. Dadman did get special material from France, and this was back. They had like quilting bees in the lounge and put the material on the back of the flag so that it is preserved at this time. But in order to be on display, it must be in a humidified case. And that's what the fund is for. We're trying to raise enough money to be sure that we get the proper case for it, and then we hope it will be on display here where everyone coming into the school will be able to see it. And we think that it's a living bit of history that very few schools have the opportunity to have. Now, boys and girls, at this time, it's my privilege and pleasure, by the authority vested in me by the state of California and the school board of the San Diego Unified School District, to promote you and announce that you are now 7th graders. At this time, the boys and girls will be introduced individually, and they will be receiving their report cards from their teachers.
We're going to be in a bad
Oh, okay.
No.
Greg Camphuis. Aaron Fernandez. Gerard Quintanaroo. Antoinette Filipponi. Danny Rosen. Tomas Gomez-Engler. Emir Kiamalek. Yuval Basta. Dick Shar. Jacob Diaz. Adelia Herrera. Cesar Baraja. Kimberly O'Hara. Rebecca Willett. Amy Pinson. Cynthia Bedore. Lizzie Levine. Eric Palmer. Trey Hines. Caesar Ochoa. Ephraim Murguia. Shireen DeHue. Shannon Matthews. Sir Van Bartlett. I'm going to stop just a minute. Sir Van is one of 8 students from San Diego who has been chosen to have a time in Japan this summer. He competed with children from all over the city, and he was chosen from his essays and from his personal interviews. So he'll be spending 2 weeks in Japan this summer. Wendy Winkelman. Cleveland Wilson. Adam Gimbel.
Cleveland.
Effie Marsh.
Smile.
Shar Goodman. Levine Anderson. No, excuse me. Shane Bradford. Levine Anderson. Chris Laird. Roger Ray. Fred Cassidy. Antoinette Travello. Mary Grace Carniol. Blake Walter. Rona Morris. Samantha Madigan. Edith Murguia. Ted Andrews.
There you go, Edith.
Shannon Urnezis. Andrew Sanchez. Abraham Miller. Michael Premsrirat. Catherine Harpole.
Mike P.
Virginia Burke. Nami Richardson. Wilma